All right, we are back live in North Conway. This is White Mountains Today, and we are talking now with Jeb Boyd of Alpine Adventures. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Another local expert with some great insight on things to do off the ski slope.
That's right.
Because really coming to the White Mountains in winter is no longer just a ski vacation.
Absolutely.
It's a big part of it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of other activities now, and you guys encompass almost all of them.
Well, quite a few of them anyway. You know, the beauty is we're dead center in ski country.
Yep.
Snowmobile country. You know, there's so much going on in this area, and we feel we offer something that really will round out any winter vacation.
Right. We're talking about Alpine Adventures, and your headquarters would be Lincoln?
Yeah, downtown Main Street in Lincoln, New Hampshire.
And let's start there, okay?
Yeah.
Let's not even venture into the woods yet. We're going to talk about several opportunities, different activities you can try, but we're going to stay right in downtown Lincoln. You have something right behind your headquarters called Thrillsville?
It's called Thrillsville. It's an aerial adventure course. It's a challenge course, if you will. You know, it's an opportunity for you to experience something with your friends and family and get yourself into maybe a little bit of an uncomfortable situation. You got to work through it. And the cool thing is that experience leads to so much positive emotion when you're done. You're like, oh my God, I did it. This is great. You know, because you're in the air, you're tied in.
Yep.
You know, you're moving from element to element. And yeah, the sense of accomplishment when you're finished with that is very high.
So it's kind of like, what do you call that, an aerial obstacle course?
Yeah,
or?
like an aerial adventure course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're tied in, but you're moving from element to element. And do you have people who are, I would imagine some people look at it, they commit to it, they get up there and they say, what have I done? Are they able to overcome that? What you mentioned
Well,
the thrill.
they are, you know, because we have our guides out there, and our guides know that that's going to happen. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah.
How often do you throw on a harness and go 20 or 30 feet in the air and move from pole to pole?
Yep.
You don't do that every day, you know. So we understand that, and it's very appealing. It looks good. You know, you get on top of this course. And as you're moving from element to element, you know, our watchful guides are keeping their eye on everyone and making sure that, and they expect that people are going to need encouragement and maybe some advice, but boy, when they get to the other side, they're like, oh man, that was great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that is Thrillsville, right in
Right.
downtown Lincoln.
Yeah.
So if you venture, if you start there, and you can be taken out into the forest where you have your zip lines.
Yeah.
Tell me about the zip
Yeah,
lines.
so the zip line, you know, it's funny because when you see our facility, you're like, well, where are the zip lines, right? But we own a mountainside just about 10 minutes south of Lincoln. It's called Barren Mountain. And it's this beautiful expanse that overlooks Franconia Notch. I mean, it's spectacular. And, you know, winter's interesting. Winter's a really good time to do it. I mean, look at all the leaves that are on the trees right here.
Yeah.
In the wintertime, there are no leaves, so
Yep.
the views are that much better.
Yep. We're looking at some footage from alpineziplining.com. Obviously, that is a canopy tour in the summer months, but you guys are open year-round.
Year-round, yeah, open year-round. We do Thrillsville Aerial Park, which is right in downtown. We have all of our zip lines open from a more basic zip line course right up through the most challenging, which is called the Super Skyrider Tour. And we also do snowshoe tours, which is, what's interesting about snowshoe is it's not, you know, down on the cross-country trails. We position ours as a backcountry snowshoe tour. So you're taken in their six-wheel drive pin scours up to the summit of Barren Mountain, and you truly do a backcountry tour where you're in the forest and you're guided so that, you know, there's a lot of really cool stops and views that you just can't get anywhere else.
Something to bring a camera.
I would definitely bring a camera, yes.
And speaking of your guides, I know that Alpine Adventures, time and time again, gets reviewed very, very positively for the guiding service.
Yeah.
Like just the friendliness and the professional nature of your guides is what keeps people coming back.
Absolutely. You know, the guides, because let's face it, the things that we offer, you just don't do every day.
Yeah.
You know, and so you need that helping hand. You need that person to make you feel as comfortable as you can, and people recognize that. And at the end of the day, it's our guides that is probably the key factor to our success.
Okay, I want to backtrack a little bit. You mentioned the Super Skyrider Zipline Tour.
Yep.
That sounds extreme.
Well, it's extreme in the sense that you're up in the air. I mean, it's our highest and longest zip line. And, you know, what's interesting is we're doing a little bit of a revamp on that tour for summer 2017. where to keep it in line with that fact that it's kind of the highest challenge, we're going to make it so it's a little bit stronger of a challenge as you move from platform to platform. And so that's what's going to be new. So the Super Skyrider truly will be super for next year.
Okay, and who can do this? And what do you need? When you go skiing, you need boots and poles and different things, and you need to be have a certain ability to ski different trails. What kind of experience, what kind of clothing do you need to do these zip tours?
Yeah, winter clothing is bring what you got. If you need a hat or gloves, we certainly have those there. But winter clothes, and that's it. A sense of adventure after that, and we provide all the technical gear. You'll wear a climbing harness, which is an interesting experience into itself. And you stay with our guides, and they take care of the rest, and you're just off for a wonderful experience.
Imagine flying through the mountains.
What it's like.
Do you know any speeds? Do you get up to a certain speed?
I don't have this. I should, but I don't.
You go fast.
Let me tell you this: is you go fast.
Yes.
Yeah, you cruise. Because those lines slack. So when you start off, there's a rapid acceleration.
Right.
And off you go.
And you just feel like the main character in any adventure spy movie that you've ever seen.
Without a doubt. And what's really cool is when you're going from platform to platform, what you're doing is you're working through a mountain ravine. And you're in the air for a while, as you move across from the valley. And you've got some time to get used to the fact that you're hanging off of a cable. Get comfortable with it and remind yourself, oh yeah, take a look around. The scenery is spectacular, and it's an experience that you just can't get on the ground.
Right. Nice thing about Alpine Adventures is you guys are expanding. I know your growth in this past year has just kind of gone blockbuster.
Yeah.
Let's start going south. If people want a taste of the zipline experience further south of here, Candia Springs is new.
Yeah, Candia Springs Adventure Park is a new endeavor for us. We bought that company a year ago now. We've operated for 1 year. And that is a hybrid. That's got a small water park that's perfect for young kids, but it's also got one of the coolest aerial adventure parks. And it also has pin scours down there.
Nice.
The trucks that move you around the property.
There's a shot of the pin scours.
Pin scours. And so this is an aerial challenge course. It's perfect for, I had this family that I was checking out there, and this mom came to me and said, "Oh my God!" And I thought something was wrong. She goes, "I have never seen my son and my daughter work together and get themselves through these challenges, and this is an unbelievable experience for me as an observer," this mom said. And I was like, yeah, that's a real win for us. And that's what we do at our companies.
That's so much fun. Get them off the screens for a little bit, and you'll be amazed at how much fun they have challenging themselves physically. So that is the Candia Springs is open in the summer.
Yeah, that's basically April vacation week. It opens, and the water park turns on in June. No, actually Memorial Day for that company. Oh, wow. And then we stay open through Halloween, which is when we have we have a haunted house there as well. A haunted acres, it's called, which is a pretty scary experience.
The kids can work together through that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Now let's head back north to Whale's Tail Water Park, very famous up here, White Mountain attraction.
Yeah.
Part of the Alpine Adventures experience. And I just saw on Facebook a new addition for next summer, which looks awesome.
We are so excited about what's going on at Whale's Tail. And we're adding a surf simulator, which has been years in the coming. We've been wanting one of these forever, but frankly, they are, it's a big capital investment. But we're putting in a double surf machine so you can surf side by side.
No kidding.
2 people at a time. It's really exciting. So what's nice is you can either boogie board it. Or if you're up for the challenge, you can stand up and give it a surf.
So it creates the ocean wave, and you provide the surfboard, the boogie board.
Yeah, the beauty is you don't get sand in your shorts. So I mean,
I'll figure out a way to do that anyway somehow.
Yeah, but it's with all the snowboarders in our area and the surfers in our area from the seacoast. We're just thrilled to bring an experience like this to our parks.
I visited Whale's Tail, did a multi-family trip, first time visiting in quite a few years, and I was just blown away by all the expansion that you guys have done in the last decade
remarkable.
or so.
I mean, our community, our local community, we attribute them as the reason we've been able to expand. They've been very good to us, and we give back as much as we can to the community because we feel that yes, tourists come in, but it's the locals who really support our companies.
That was fun. I particularly like the new tube drop one where you have to.
Oh
sit
yeah,
like
how
this.
about that?
That was. Get
your attention.
It does. You get it. I mean, I'll do any ride.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of anything. But
Sure.
when I went in there and they closed the door and you're sitting, and then they have the heartbeat music pumped in.
You kind of wonder, is this my heartbeat?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this my heartbeat? Oh, that gets your adrenaline right up there. And then before you know it, you're down on the ground somewhere, and you don't know how you got from point A to point B.
Things happen quick.
It was a blur and a rush.
Yes.
Try it. It's awesome. Did we miss anything? How do people, if they want to take a zip tour, zip through the trees?
Yeah, it's easy. You just go to alpinezipline.com. All the tours are listed there. You pick what you want. If something's not there for you, give us a call. We can make something happen. The other things is we're really poised for corporate outings, special events. We host many large company parties throughout the year, and as we get bigger, we're even more poised to do fully catered functions and corporate outings. The other big news is right now we have a sale on gift cards. So, and it's a new gift card program where if you get a card, it's like a credit card. You put money on it, you get 20% more value. If you put $100 down, you get $120.
Oh.
And that card works for absolutely everything that you can buy at any of our 3 parks. So right now, Alpine Adventures is open.
Yep.
We've got amazing winter tours going on right now. So if you get a gift card, that's a way to get a great deal.
Yep.
You're saving 20% by doing that.
And if they see that advertisement for the new Wave simulator and they want to try that, they can hold it out
Exactly.
for summer.
Yeah. If you have a little bit left over, you just roll it right over, and it's like a cash card, really.
Oh, so awesome. And you mentioned corporate outings. Now with Candia Springs, we've got a lot of Massachusetts viewers just up the road, so you can even take your company up there.
Absolutely. It's truly. I'm really proud of our company and all the things that's going on right now, and to do capital investments across the company for the 2017 season is pretty special for us.
All right, Jeb Boyd from Alpine Adventures. Anything we missed?
It's pretty good.
We can talk all day.
We can talk all day, but it's right now. Today, it's Christmas week. What we offer at Alpine really rounds out a winter vacation. So we encourage people to come give it a try.
You can only ski so much. Ski a couple days and then fly through the trees at Alpine.